Hello, hello, and welcome back to the tennis ace. That's what this is. I wasn't about to say password. Shut up. I lie half dead on the top of my desk, lazily waiting for the end to arrive and free me from this torment. I don't even have to be looking at him to feel June's gaze focused on the back of my head. I lift my head up from the table and look him square in the eyes. Yes? Do you need me for something? Oh, you're still alive. Good. Is this a joke? Maybe. Who knows? Oh, I should turn off my space heater so you don't hear that awkwardly in the background. You know, this music sounds really loud. I sigh, letting my head fall back to the desk once more. You seem pretty out of it. Today was exhausting. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. Not the classes themselves. The classes are fine. It was just everything. Ah, yes. The elusive everything. Tiring us out, ruining our days, setting fire to our crops, stealing our wives and killing our children. How dare he? Don't you snark me. I'm just trying to cheer you up. You're doing a piss poor job at it. Maybe you're the one doing the piss poor job at being cheered up. Are you going to keep up with these terrible attempts at sassing me until I get up from my desk? Oh good, you got the message. Fine. There, I got up. Are you happy? Very. So, are you headed for practice now? I guess. It wouldn't go well with my coach if I skip practice 2 days before the start of the prefectural tournament. Prefectural? Oh, it's this weekend already? Man, time goes fast. I guess. It runs pretty close to the start of the school year, which is good because schoolwork isn't particularly heavy at this time. Well, I guess I already know what I'll be doing this weekend. Planting banana trees at your uncle's farm? No, idiot! I'm gonna go cheer you on, and my uncle doesn't own a farm. Huh, I think this is the first time you've ever called me an idiot. Could I expect you to start, baring your fangs at me more often? Yeah. I guess I don't feel the need to force myself to be overly polite with you anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like insulting people or being rude to anyone I do. I'm just saying that if you do or say something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it. Ah, yes, the true mark of friendship. Kinda sorta maybe somewhat insults your friends whenever they do something stupid by calling them horrible names such as silly or goof. Now who's being sassy? Shut up, I deserve this. By the way, is anyone else going to be cheering you on this weekend? Your family, maybe? Aki has his own competition to take part in, and my mom is going to be busy with work this weekend. Really? Even on the weekend? Her work is very demanding. It was the only way to keep both me and Aki cared for. I'm really sorry to hear. What about Shuichi-san, Mizoguchi-san, and Urashira-san? Shuichi is definitely gonna come to watch. Saya and Keisuke are taking part in the same competition, so they kinda have to be there. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, at least you won't be alone. That's pretty neat, right? It's okay, nothing special. I'm used to to it at this point. Gee, you could stand to be a little more excited. My friends, are going to come over. Point taken. You don't have to act constantly cheerful all the time. Who says I'm acting? I don't know, you seem to be trying too hard. Really? I was just trying to cheer you up. I'm fine. I don't need to be cheered up, but thank you for the gesture anyway. Of course. I'm gonna head to the music room to practice, but you plan on leaving practice early, or can I run into you at the regular time that your club starts practicing? The regular time is fine if you want to walk home with me. All right, I'll see you later then, Yuichi-san. See ya. And June walks out of the room, leaving me standing by myself, looking down at my bag. Most of everyone's already left the classroom. Others, other than a few stragglers like myself, there's no one left here. People really leave fast. Huh, the courts are surprisingly empty for a Thursday. Actually, they're too empty. More than half of our members are absent. Where the hell is everyone? Hey! Ugh, what the hell? Saya stands there, looking at me as if I were crazy. Jesus, calm down. It's just me. Don't just walk up on someone like that. Hey, it's not my fault. I tried calling you, but you didn't listen. Oh, is that so? She frowns, leaning close to my face. Saya? You look so bleh. Well, geez, thank you. You look lovely today. She shakes her head in negative. No, not like that. Just, your face looks so awful. Alright, what did I ever do to you that you're suddenly insulting me so much? She groans, rubbing the bridge of her nose with frowning brows. Again, not like that. I just mean that you don't look good. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just feeling a little under the weather. Is it because of the competition this week? Perceptive as always. No, like I said, I'm fine. And yet you say, I'm fine. I get so sad that I want to off myself. Seriously, you're a terrible liar sometimes. Look, I'm alright. You're not feeling the pressure? Pressure? What pressure? I've been the undisputed champion of the prefecturals for the past 5 years. I think I'll manage. I know. All the more reason for you to be under pressure. Huh? How is that more reason? Yuichi, seriously, stop trying to lie to me. You and I both know that you're not fooling me. She puts her hands on her hips, leaning a little to the side as if to emphasize her point. Being the champion for so long puts you under a lot of stress because everyone will be expecting you to win again, and you're afraid that you might lose. Not only that, count the fact that you've been under pressure a lot more lately, and boom, recipe for stress. Well, doesn't it all sound so simple when you say it? Because it's true. That's because you're crazy. I walk over to our coaches in an attempt to walk out of his conversation. No, excuse me. But Saya seems to follow me. You always do this, you know. It wouldn't kill you to open up a bit. I'll just drop the cap of that on the floor. That's fine. Fuck it, I'll pick it up later. Can I just practice in peace? What's going on over here? Coach overhears the last part of our conversation after excusing the player he was talking to and turns his attention to us. I swear, his figure is so imposing and exhales an aura of respect, so unlike the actual person. Nothing, Saya decided that I'm under stress, which I'm not, so now she's hounding me until I admit it. He frowns, crossing his arms. You are under stress. Huh, told you. What? Not you two. The big crocodile sighs. He big boy, rubbing his eyes in exasperation. Yuichi, I've been your coach since your first year here, and I've seen how you used to play back in middle school. I know for a fact that you're underperforming because of stress. I'm fine. Sure, keep saying that that enough times, and you might actually fool someone. Probably a toddler, but who's keeping track? Are you two going to gang up on me now, or what? No one's ganging up on you, but you're a stubborn mule. Stubborn as a mule. You think I can't recognize when someone's slacking off in practice? I raise my brow, shooting him a dubious glance. Really? This coming from you, the notorious... You're notorious for skipping practice. Coach smiles. Yes, but see, I'm not a player. In what way? That's rich. Seriously, why did you think I even invited, Morisaki and the others over? I thought playing against someone that's already at a world level might give you that spark back. Really? You went through all of that trouble just because of me? He shrugs, looking completely nonchalant about it. For the most part, I won't lie and pretend it didn't benefit some of our other players as well, but you're definitely the one that benefited the most from it. I am. Oh, yes. I think this was the first time I've actually seen you improve since I've become your coach. You can't imagine how frustrated I was getting such a jewel in the rough, only to see it refuse to be polished for over 2 years. Jeez, he makes me sound so bad. You are, though. Now, I have no doubt that you have the skills to dominate at the next tournament, but I have every doubt that you'll fail to show them. Hey, do you really have that little faith in me? With all honesty, yes. Trying to put it nicely, also yes. He puts a hand on my shoulder, for sure trying to comfort me. Don't take it personally, kid. As long as you can surpass that mental block you've got going on for the past few years, I'm sure you'd be able to do well again. You speak as if I haven't been doing well. You forget that I was twice the national champion in middle school, or that I've been second place for the past 3 years. All impressive achievements on their own, sure. At least the 2 national championships, but I'm a little skeptical on the past 3 years, though. Why? He scratches his chin, taking a pause whilst muzzling over his next words. I believe you could have done so much better. In fact, I believe that if you actually played to your fullest potential, you could probably be the champion as is. I raise an eyebrow at him. Really? Are you perhaps forgetting about Takagi, the other genius player that's been taking Japan by storm and comfortably beating everyone else? Coach snorts and giving me a few more taps on the shoulder. I never said it'd be easy, just that it'd be feasible. Sure, you could stand to improve more, and that would indefinitely increase your chances. But I still think things would be so much easier if you just lighten up. I roll my eyes, groaning. Lighten up? You have any more sage advice that will magically make me get over all of these assumed problems you keep insisting I have? Coach sighs. You really are one tough nut to crack. You still deny it after everything I've said. Yes. Both him and Saya, who had been staying out of the conversation so far, sigh. See? I told you he's stubborn. You told him? So you've been talking about me behind my back? That's awful! I talk to Coach about everyone in the club. It's kind of my job as the captain. Don't be a diva. Ugh. Coach shakes his head sideways. There isn't much I can do if you keep being this difficult. I can offer you the tools you need to improve yourself, but I can do the work for you, and we both know maintaining your mental health is a big part of the game. You won't get anywhere if you just turn a blind eye to it. Coach turns away and turns around and walks away, leaving both Saya and I stumbling around, completely dumbfounded. Wait, Coach! Saya, wait! I grab her arm before she can run off. What is it? Where is everyone? Barely half of our members came today. Oh. Saya looks around, following my gaze. That's right, I forgot to tell you. The members aren't taking part in the prefectural this week. This weekend were excused from club activities for today and tomorrow. What? Why? It's so the ones taking part have better access to the training equipment and to coach's help. Even for him, it's hard to keep an eye on literally everyone at the same time. As if he even bothered to actually do his job. I really think you should give the man a chance, you know? I get the feeling he's not as bad as you make him sound. I'll have to see it to believe it. Saya shrugs. Well, suit yourself. There are still a few things that I'd like to discuss with Coach, and then I have to do a few more rounds around. Oh, that's weird. The courts to see if anyone needs help. Talk to you later. Sighing, I reach into my bag and grab my racket. I don't really feel like practicing right now.
Oh, there you are.
Ah, the boy. I hear the sound of hurried steps echoing from behind me, and sure enough, Shuichi is there. Oh, hey Shuichi. What's up?
Could I talk to you for a second? There was, something I wanted to ask you this morning, but, I kind of forgot given the whole thing with the taste testing.
Oh, yeah, that disaster.
Disaster? Why disaster? I thought it was fine. Most of the food was good.
Good, maybe. Certainly bad for my heart, though.
I don't think it was that bad. Most of it didn't look too bad. Only one or two dishes that had me scared to try them.
Well, duh. You're the master of repulsive cooking. Oh my god. I'll defer to you on that. Anyway, what is it that you wanted?
So, I just heard the news last night. Dad's latest business trip is ending early. He's coming back home next month.
Oh, really? How come? I thought he was supposed to be away for 6 months.
Yeah, well, apparently the negotiations was made...
mediating
between his company and whoever. It was there that were trying to make an blah, 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 and agreement with broke down.
That kind of sucks. You think he'll be in a bad mood when he comes back?
I know he'll be in a bad mood. That's why I kind of wanted your help organizing a welcoming party for him. I mean, he was away for almost a month.
Doesn't your father hate parties?
Nah, he just the ones that make too much noise. I think a quiet gathering with his close friends and some good food could put him in a decent enough mood. Then maybe, just maybe, he might not make my life a living hell once he's back.
Well, I'll help you. What sort of food do you think of getting for the party? There are a ton of places we could order from.
Nah, I think homemade food would be, to give him that homely feel. I was thinking I could cook.
Oh god, no. That's an idea.
What? You don't think I can cook?
Yes. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. It just, maybe it would be best if you organized other stuff. You're the one who knows his friends and what he likes, so maybe you should organize the party and let me do the cooking.
Oh, yeah, I guess that works. In fact, it's probably a better idea. Thanks, Yuichi.
Saved by the gong, or in this case, Suichi's gullibility. If I had let him make the food for the party, all those guests would leave in caskets. And I'd very much prefer my best friend weren't charged with multiple counts of involuntary manslaughter.
Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I can find an old copy of Dad's address book. I might not know all of his friends by name, but I could reach out to the people who he knew from that.
An address book in this day and age? Wouldn't he just use his phone's contact list?
Dad's terrible with technology, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true. He still uses an old feature phone from like 6 years ago. Okay, if you want homemade food to make him feel more at home, you'll probably prefer to host it at your place, right?
Yeah, I doubt Dad would want to go out of the house after arriving from a month-long trip anyway.
Got it. Should we have a cake?
Every party should have a cake.
What kind of cake does your dad like?
Oh, that's easy.
He spent the next several minutes having a fun. We have this. The royal we. Spend the next several minutes having fun planning out this little party for Shuichi's dad. In the end, neither of us got much work done in our respective clubs. I got chewed out by Coach because of it. That's fine. Ugh, it's hot. It's way too hot for 5 p.m. on a spring day. Ah, my usual wake-up time. I know the weather forecast said we have a heat wave this weekend, but damn, I didn't expect it to come so soon. So glad I changed out of these sweaty clothes into something more comfy. Nor for it to be this strong. No sign of June either. 5:15. I've been waiting for over 10 minutes already. It's only 10 fucking minutes. Why is it that when it comes to that tiger, I always sit around waiting for a long time? Yuichi-san. Oh, Keikun. I didn't see you there.
I'll say. I walked all the way over here, and even called you a few times before you answered.
Is that so? Sorry, I didn't function all that. Wait, I don't function all that way when all the way when the weather gets warmer. Keisuke wrinkles his nose.
It doesn't help that you're still covered in sweat. You should really start using the showers after practice.
I'm already having a hard time with the heat as is. Don't pile on more stress.
Sorry.
By the way, I didn't think you were at practice today. I thought you'd gone home early.
Nah, I had some things I needed to take care of first.
What happened?
I guess it's okay to tell you.
Keisuke looks away and down at the floor, then gestures alone is enough to pique my curiosity. Sure you can. What's up? A few days ago, I went to the music store to buy a new mic. When I was there, I had to play a song to test the mic and all. Since they didn't have any recording booths free, I kind of recorded it on the store floor. Ah, well, was it awkward? A little bit. I kind of zoned out of it all while playing, and I felt really weird once I noticed the crowd that formed. Aw, damn, you attracted a crowd while testing out the mic?
Yeah, they seemed to think it was an event happening at the store.
I got a lot of praise that day about how I have a good singing voice and how I'm good with the guitar. So I decided to join the light music club. Oh, that's neat. But wait, what about the manga club?
I quit that a while ago, right around the time they insisted I cosplay as a popular visual novel character for our club's booth in the festival.
Ah, that could have been fun.
It was a character from a Homo game.
Ah, well. who would play one of those? Ah.
So, yeah, done with that. I planned on just going to the light music club to watch, but they roped me into applying.
Did you know that our light music club actually has a band? As in, the band members are the only members in the club? That's a bit fishy. Why aren't there more people?
Not many people are willing to pick up an instrument and learn it, and there's a minimum requirement to join.
Excuse me. I think I'd be interested to learning a guitar at some point. Maybe you could teach me. Keisuke scoffs, shaking his head in negative.
Sorry, but I'm in no way qualified to teach someone.
What? Why not?
Teaching requires patience, a trait that I definitely don't have. I'd probably lose my patience and I'd end up screaming at you for base mistakes. You don't really look like the type to lose patience that often. You're kidding, right? I lose my patience all the time. I always get irritated in the courts and end up not playing well because of it. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Either way, I ended up spending all my time after class over there. Their band is really interesting. Their vocalist is very talented. She's a senior from Urata's class. Oh, is that so? What kind of music do they make? They don't have a, excuse me. They don't have any originals yet. They're very good players, mind you, but they're not very good composers. I saw the sheets for some of their attempts and, well, bad. So bad. But still, the vocalist's voice, I could listen to her sing all day. It was truly amazing. I'm glad you had fun, but what did they think of your singing and playing? Oh, yeah, that, Keisuke immediately becomes relentless, scratching the back of his neck and looking away. What? Well, I didn't do anything. What? Why? I got shy, I guess. Shy? You got shy? You went into the club specifically to, so you could sing and play guitar? Well, what would you have done? Played? Oh, yeah, well, you're much braver than I am, then. Oh, come on! I hide my ears behind my hands, taking deep breaths to calm myself. Keisuke, what's the point of you signing up for the light music club if you just go there to watch? No, excuse me. What would you say if June signed up for the tennis club just to watch? Did you just call me Keisuke? That's what you're focused on? Sorry. It's just that I'm not used to being called by my full name. Seriously, if you're going for the music, then you should, play music. Ugh, I'm still not sure on that. I want to, but... I stand, silently waiting for him to continue his sentence, but he continues to stare at me without saying a word. But... I'm shy. You routinely play tennis in big tournaments, watched by dozens if not hundreds of people, and yet you decide to feel shy about singing in front of, 4, maybe 5 students? I never said it was a rational fear. Well, good, because then you'd be wrong. Oh, shut up. I'll do it on my own time. As long as you actually do it. You're very annoying sometimes, you know that. I tried to, put on the most smug grin that I could muster. Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're unbelievable. I try. Oh, by the way, are you going to have someone, come pick you up today? Yes, always. Why? Oh, it's nothing major. I just wanted to know if, you'd like to walk with June and I, part of the way home. I think Shoichi might even join us if June takes too long. Keisuke's nose twitches a couple times, something it always does when he's deep in thought. I guess I could. They only said I need to come home by one of my father's cars. They never said I had to be picked up at school. You really always look for a way to weasel out of your family's rules, don't you? Always. I hear the sounds of footsteps approaching at a hurried pace. We both turned at the same time. A tiger huffing and with his brows covered in beads of sweat. Yuichi-san, I'm sorry I took so long. I lost track of time. And, Shiraha-san. Hi. Yeah, hi. Are you alright? You look very winded. I'm fine. I didn't notice how much time was passing while I practiced, and only stopped when a teacher came by to get me. I ran over here because I didn't want to keep Yuichi-san waiting any longer. Well, at least you dedicated to your craft. True, but I'd still prefer if he kept his eyes on the clock every now and then. Sorry. It's fine. It's just a little hot today, that's all.
Well, I didn't notice it as much. The piano room has air conditioning after all. Die! What? What did I do wrong?
Yuichi-san has been standing out in the heat since practice ended. After hours exercising and sweating, I don't think he'd like to hear you talking about being in an air-conditioned room.
Oh, sorry.
I sigh. Even if I'm a little annoyed at him, I can't really stay mad at this guy. It worries me that I'm starting to develop a weakness for him. Gah. Now that I think about it, I'm the same way with Aki. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. I thought I'd messed up big time there.
It'd take a lot more than that to piss me off.
Oh?
He's lying, of course. He's incredibly petty. Hey! What? It's true. Since when am I petty? You once went a full day without talking to me because I accidentally spoiled the end of a movie that was based on a book that was released 40 years ago. That's not being petty.
I kinda think it is.
What? You too? Who did what? Shuichi shows up out of nowhere, putting a hand on my shoulder and speaking up. Jesus, settle down. Why is everyone deciding to sneak up on me today? Everyone? Did I miss something? Because this was the first time I've seen you getting sneaked up on today. Well, there was Saya a little earlier. So 2 people. That's hardly qualifies as everyone, you know. Oh, shut up.
Yuichi-san is just being overly dramatic today. Again. Whoops.
What? Oh, you guys suck. No, actually, I agree with Junkun here. Of course you do. Well, anyway, what's up? What were you guys talking about? What did I miss? Shuichi, get this. They were telling me that this brilliant ray of sunshine standing before your eyes, am petty. Can you believe this? First of all, brilliant ray of sunshine? Dude, get over yourself. Hey, how rude. Oh great, now all 3 of them are cracking up at my expense. And second of all, you are petty. What? Yeah, you get upset and pout for the silliest of reasons. I remember this one time. This was a couple years ago when I was sleeping over at your place. When you got mad at me after I won every single round of Sidewalk Fighter 2, you then proceeded to make dinner for everyone but me. You told me, I'm sorry, you're already too full of yourself to put anything else in there. I had to go hungry that night.
Oh wow, that's awful.
But I was a child. You are 15. You were old enough to know what you were doing. But are you going to do this for the whole walk home? Because if then, I'd rather just have my car pick me up here. Ugh, how rude.
Yuichi-san, you're doing this on purpose to annoy you. They're doing this on purpose to annoy you. Wait, what? Keisuke and Shuichi finally break character and begin to laugh hysterically to the point of having trouble catching their breath. You... Yes. When did you... Why... Is that supposed to be Japanese? I didn't understand a single word. Screw you guys, I'm leaving. Don't be like that. We're just having some harmless fun. At your expense, of course. The 2 of them continue to harp on me for the entirety of the walk back home. I've completely lost track of time at this point. All I know is that I've been sitting in this living room, glued to the TV since after dinner. Aki? The light is flicked on. I reach out with my hands to cover this sudden assault on my vision. What are you still doing up? What do you mean still up? Has everyone else gone to sleep? Yeah, it's 3 a.m. What? Really? Just an average night. I look up at the clock on the wall, and sure enough, it's already that late. I didn't even notice the time passing. Seriously, what are you doing up? Aki yawns, rubbing his eyes. He flops down on the couch, lying the back of his head on my lap. Okay. And looking directly up at me. I've been watching some footage. Footage? For some reason, for the first time since he came downstairs, Aki looked at the TV. Is that kid Keisuke-san? The kid Keisuke-san told you about? The Akita? I nod, keeping my eyes glued to the screen. You've been watching videos of him for the past 2 weeks. Are you sure you should be obsessing so much about a single player? I can't help but worry. Something about the way he plays just ticks me off. You mean how he plays so much like you? Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I've already rewatched this particular match 4 or 5 times. I keep looking for something that's not there. For some reason, seeing this guy play just makes me uneasy. You don't even know if you're gonna go up against him anyway. I get the feeling that I will. If we're talking about skill alone and getting rid of all of the factors, I can easily see this guy placing in the top 4. In fact, the only players other than me in the prefecture that I can imagine beating him is Keikun. If we're talking about skill alone, Keikun should probably be better than him, but I just have this growing sense of discomfort whenever I watch this guy play. That's weird. I look down to see that Aki's staring intently at the TV, also watching the match going on. What's weird? Well, it's not just that the guy's playing like you. Every single move he makes looks like a carbon copy of you. It's as if he's mimicking you playing. Yeah, I noticed this. This is really creepy. Do you think he's actually mimicking you? I don't know. When I met him, he seemed to already know me. So you're saying that it's possible? Maybe. I hope not. That'd be kind of scary if it was true. He seems to be pretty good. I don't think I could beat him. Well, maybe, that'd be a tall order. He's 4 years older than you. He shrugs, looking back at me. So, you were, beating high school players by your first year of middle school, and professional players face people pretty much older than them all the time. Professional players have all at least reached full maturity. You still have the body of a kid against someone near adulthood. Still doesn't explain how you did it. Well, honestly, I don't even know all that well. And it's not like I was beating high school players left and right, maybe once or twice. Aki, I think you're exaggerating too much when it comes to me. But it's true. Maybe, but how can I put this? You seem like you think I'm the ultimate player or something. Ugh, never mind. This is not the conversation I want to be having with my kid brother at 3 a.m. I'm gonna head to bed. You should go too. Sure. I'll grab a glass of water. That's what I came here to do anyway. I shut off the TV, and Aki props himself up from my lap, letting me get up. By the way, Aniki, is it okay if some of my friends from the club watch your match? I don't mind, but why would they be coming over to my match instead of yours? I asked them to record your match from from a lot of angles for me. Why? My coach said he wanted us to get video of players we admire to try and base ourselves on them. So you want to try playing more like me? Yeah. Why do I get the feeling that's the second doppelganger of me about to be born? Sure, knock yourself out. Yay, thanks. I really have to learn to say no to him. I mean, but is there any reason to say no to him in that situation? Like, you know how it is. Anyway, I'll end the part here, so I'll see you around, everyone.